Hi, it's Allison again, and we're here with day 4 of my bootcamp series, Know the Science of Getting Rich. Today we're going to be talking about the power of attraction marketing. So, internet marketing is really different than any other kind of marketing out there, TV, radio, newspapers, or anything else for that matter. So let's go back to those for a minute. Imagine sitting on your couch, you're watching American Idol, and Simon Cowell is berating somebody, and you're waiting for him to make him cry, or you're waiting for Paula to freak out and Simon and Paula to get in a fight, whatever happens there. Whatever's entertaining about that show. At any rate, you're enjoying it. You're enjoying yourself, you're relaxed, you're watching American Idol. Now, what happens when somebody wants to try to sell you dishwashing detergent? You're really not in the mood for dishwashing detergent, and you're certainly not thinking about spots on your dishes or something like that. So it's kind of a stretch, right? Because of that, you're really not thinking about those spots on those dishes. You're thinking about that person crying because Simon Cowell is going to make them cry. So it's the same thing with newspapers and radio. You're listening to music, you're reading those articles. You're really not that into the next best mascara or deodorant, for that matter. So basically, people are doing something to relax, and you have to interrupt them. You have to interrupt them to get them to think about your product or your service. Now, let's compare that to internet marketing. Now, with internet marketing, someone is thinking about something, they sit down, they type something into Google, they say, how do I make money at home? And bam, you know exactly what they want. You know exactly where they are in their life. You know that they're looking for something to make money with. You know that they are, where their head's at with that. You know that they're at least a little bit interested in it. It's an amazing place. It's a very, very different place. But you've got to read them correctly. So now it becomes, if you read them correctly, you almost have permission now. It's permission-based marketing to give them more information about what they've typed in. Because they've typed something in. They've given you permission. They've said, I want to know, right? So if they type in, how do I make money at home, you can be sure that they want a home-based business. And so it's almost our duty as internet marketers to provide them value around that and give them a good solution to that. But wait, you have to know who you're working with first. You have to know that who the person is. So if you're thinking about a stay-at-home mom, that's going to be very different than a person that is an MLM person that's worked in MLM forever, or a complete novice. So you have to really do certain things to make sure that you know who you're talking to. Now, there are 3 steps that you need to understand when you're doing attraction marketing. You need to understand, 1, that you're going to be building a list. So you're going to know who they are, and they're going to say, yes, I'm interested. And they're going to give you their name and their email. Number 2, you're going to build a relationship with that person. They need to trust you. They're certainly not at a point where they can trust you yet and do business with you. So they need to know that you're an expert, and you're going to continue to supply them information that tells them that you're an expert. Number 3, you're going to start marketing. You're going to tell them that you have a solution to their problem or their issue, because they continue to listen to you, they continue to look at your videos, they continue to read your articles, then you've got a solution for their problem. More than likely. Now, because you've gotten to know who they are. Now, my system automates this entire process for you. If you were to try to do this on your own, it would take you years to build, and then several more years to build it up. So all of this is done exactly for you. And you look like a professional when you're doing it because it's done so well. Now, it's important to match your message to your market. Remember, I talked about those stay-at-home moms and those MLM people. So the last thing you want to do is market a home-based business to someone who's looking for a great dishwashing detergent, right? So it's insulting, it's waste of their time, and they really don't like it. They get really mad. And Google doesn't like it either. Google works really hard to make sure that the content that they're giving their customers that are searching, because it's all about the search people, if they're giving them the right content or not. So you want to make sure that you're doing the message right. So as an example, you land on my page. It's about stay-at-home moms. It's going to talk about their issues, what they need, how we have solutions to those problems. If you're an MLM person and you land on our page, it's going to specifically talk to you and your issues and what you've done and to that person. I'm sorry, not you, but you may be a stay-at-home mom. But an MLM person, it's going to talk to that MLM person. If you're a novice, then it's going to talk to the novice, the basics. It's going to talk about different things about what you want to know in the very, very beginning, and why network marketing is important, why it's on the rise, all those kind of things. So you're talking to the kind of person that's searching. Now, how do you know that? There are several ways to do that. And what I would suggest is that you go forward and you learn those ways. Obviously, we have the training to do that, and so do other people, but we have great training. We have the best training in the world. I am amazed with our training. As you go through this boot camp series, I'm going to tell you more and more about what the kind of systems are that we have. So stay tuned. It's going to be really good. So, and another point that you want to make is that you're not selling. You are providing solutions. So here's an analogy for you. You need to go buy a drill. So you go buy a drill, and you really don't want a drill just for the sake of having a drill. You need a hole, right? That's why you're buying a drill. So if you go and the person talks to you about the hole, and they talk to you about the dimensions of the hole and what happens when you drill the hole, that you get this big sawdust mess and all this other things, then you happen to have a drill for them that says, by the way, this will do those dimensions and it will clean up the sawdust. That's the perfect drill for that person, right? So perfect. They don't even think about it. That's the drill that they want. You've solved their problem for them. That's what you're doing. You're not pushing products. You're not shoving things down people's throats. You're thinking about what their issues are, what their problems are, and then you're providing solutions. Now, tomorrow, join me for day 5 when I talk about the automation of your marketing. This is really powerful, and you're going to want to stay tuned for that, because this is where the money hits the road, so to speak. So this is where you're actually going to learn about how you make money in this industry, this network marketing industry, as well as doing an MLM or direct sales in the network marketing industry. All right, we'll talk to you later. Have a great day or evening, depending on when you're watching this. Take care. Bye-bye.